Presidency on Tuesday condemned the organizers of the EndBadGovernance Protest, saying there is no bad government in Nigeria but a thinking government. The senior special assistant on media to President Bola Tinubu, Mr. Tunde Rahman, said although Tinubu has identified that some problems need to be addressed, they would be resolved in earnest. Rahman spoke in Lagos at the Lateef Jakande Annual Memorial Lecture 2024 that's themed Rapidly Changing Media Landscape, Media Survival Strategies. According to him, the economic challenges Nigeria was facing weren't a peculiar case. It was a global issue. And in his words, and I quote, "Our people have a right to protest, and it is their right to do so. But we don't know who the people behind the protests are. They are faceless. They have no hope. I'm calling a lot of us to not go on the streets. We have to be mindful of the real motive of people who are calling us to join in the protest. Yes, challenges are there. Our economy is in turmoil, and this is not peculiar to Nigeria. Most of the world's economies are in turmoil at the moment. The president is doing his best to address these problems. They have tagged the protests and end to bad governance. I do not think we have bad governance at the moment. We have a thinking government. Some problems need to be addressed, and some of the solutions that have been applied will resolve the problem sooner than later." Different things mentioned here. First of all, about the theme of the protest, end bad governance. There's no bad governance. We only have a thinking government. Another thing that was mentioned was about the steps that the president is taking, and that these steps would definitely yield results at the end of the day. And in his words, the president is actually doing his best.
For me, he have said it all.
So you actually agree with the statement?
He have said it all because he first and foremost acknowledged that there is right, people have the right to protest.
Of course.
Okay. And then if he's saying that the people remain faceless, I think there are some group of lawyers who are saying that this protest must go on. And this protest is the fundamental human right of every Nigerian to protest. Since he agreed that it's a fact that the protest can go on, but the people are faceless. Like I have said here, there's no peaceful protest that if you are not properly managed, that cannot be hijacked. And that is where everybody is afraid of.
But are the people faceless?
Because I've mentioned that the people are faceless. They are in government. They might have seen the faces of those that are in protest.
He said faceless. How do you see the face of a faceless person?
If he's saying faceless, that means all you youths that are clamoring for the protest are faceless. They don't exist. They don't have hope. And it's only a hopeless person that is coming out to protest. So if he's saying that they don't have hope, yes, they have told you that they don't have hope. That they are hopeless, completely hopeless.
But they have asked for the organizers of the protest to come out.
There was a video with some leaders, some identified leaders of this protest with the Inspector General of Police yesterday. And the Inspector General of Police was saying that, yes, it is your right to protest, but don't allow it to go the way that will be destructive. And there are some youth leaders, which I saw in that visual meetings, that actually addressed the issue of the protest. I think there was some also NBA have some representatives on that visual meeting. If these people have come out to defend why the protest can go on, are you still calling them faceless group?
But let's also look at the statements that the government has been making for some time now through different individuals. Even though we're saying that there's, the people say there's bad governance and we need to end bad governance today, you're concurring to that. You agree we have bad governance?
If there's no bad governance, the people that have been arrested in terms of corruptions, are they actually being prosecuted? If there's no bad governance, those electoral processes that are giving us issue in this country, has it been actually addressed? If there's no bad governance, those insecurity, have we punished any of the senior officers that are being unable to handle simple tasks? If there's no bad governance, how come about importation of bad fuel into this country.
But he's saying that...
And nobody's talking about it.
It's not bad governance we have. We have a thinking government.
Every government needs to think ahead. Everybody is thinking. Everybody is thinking. If you want to define thinking, you can be depressed. It's also part of thinking. You can be overwhelmed by situations. You are thinking as well. The government need to think. Yes, that's why we elect them. That's why we ask them to think on our behalf.
That means you agree that we have a thinking government.
The government need to think. That is their democratic right to think. We don't need to tell us that they have a thinking government. It is their right to think, because you must think to make things work.
So you are saying that a government can be a thinking government and still be a bad government?
It can be a bad government. You have bad policy. You have bad people surrounding the government. You have cabal that are not allowing things to flow the way it is. A bad government you cannot completely call a system completely bad. We have some fault in some structures. The government comprises of the legislators, we have the executives, and we have other three arms of government that we have. So you look at laws that have been made so far within this period. Is it the laws that is going to benefit the common people in the communities? And how comes about this? And things keep... Price of goods still escalating, still going up. And you think the people will close mouth and say, oh, we bought this yesterday, you come back today, the price have changed. Government is doing nothing about it. Government can no longer regulate price of PMS. It is the sole responsibility of government to say, we have a fixed price of fuel nationwide. Regulate it. There should be agency. If you go to filling station now, every filling station has turned to independent marketer. What happened to those major marketers that they don't have product again? That you can go and buy an official price with the same meter, accurate meter. If it is 1 liter, it should be 1 liter. Is it not a bad government that cannot control the price of PMS? We don't have DPK no longer. It's not a bad government that we don't have kerosene. In most of our filling stations, you cannot go to filling station now. And if you have need, you have factories that use kerosene to operate. You cannot access it. It's not a bad government.
Of the government through different individuals. Back to that question I was going to ask earlier. What do you make of the government saying, oh, we don't know the faces of these people organizing the protests? And the FCT minister also mentioned that it's political. So if we don't know the faces of these people organizing these protests, then you have to be careful with the people asking you to come out and protest.
The people coming out to protest...
What do you make of that statement?
The people coming out to protest are Nigerians. Forget about who is sponsoring it or who is making those... forget about the people. Listen to what the people are saying. Are we paying the same price of... Are we saying that there is no problem in the economy? Are we saying that everything is going on smoothly? Are we saying that everything is all right? What do you have to do with those that are calling for the protest when you are seeing that Nigerians are calling for the protest? Do you need my name to be mentioned?
Even the IGP said they have intelligence report that some foreign mercenaries might want to hijack the protests.
This is where his intelligence should work.
This is showing a lot that from their statements might be some underlying things under this protest that we might not be seeing.
And that is...
And the Nigerians, from their words, should be careful.
Everybody needs to be careful. If the protests go on or not, we live a careful life as Nigerians. You are mindful of what you say, even though we have freedom to say it.
All right. Let's look at this next story now.